Today, I'm building the amazing digital circus in Lego. I'm gonna be building sets, minifigures, and mystery boxes. So anyways, let's go. Now, the Amazing Digital Circus is a super cool animated show where a bunch of characters wake up inside a crazy colorful digital world that looks like a circus. But here's the weird part. They don't remember how they got there and they can't escape. It's also super popular for some reason and there's no Lego sets from it. So today I went on my computer and after some searching on eBay, I put them in my cart and they should be in my mailbox. All right, let's open this sucker up. All right, after I build each one, we're gonna give them a job at the theater. On loan from the Muppets, of course. And we also have some audience members who are going to be approving or not approving the different acts that each character is going to make. Let's go through the judges. This first one is Florida Man. This next one is Big Boom AJ. I'm giving that subscribe button a big boom. As well as the Swedish Chef, work, work, work. Your mom. Oh, hello there. Ooh. And Secret Mafia boss Rob Patch.
Hey. I'm just here to enjoy a circus, see? No illegal activities here.
All right, now that everybody's all ready, we're going to open the minifigures. Let's go. We're going to randomly grab one, and I'm thinking we do this one. It's Pomni. Oh, yeah, let's go. First minifigure of the video. Let's build him up. All right, let's get building Pomni. We're gonna put Pomni on this base plate. That's low-key the face I would make if I let out a fart in class and then everyone else was watching. Is that too unrelatable? Okay, maybe it's just me. All right, let's just snap in the hands. That was pretty easy. Now, Pomni's one of the people that's trapped in the game and even comes with this little printed tile. That's pretty cool. Pomni's also one of the main characters and a clown, and honestly, I really think this is a solid minifigure. Personally, I gotta give it a solid 7 out of 10. All right, now we gotta figure out where to put him in the theater. Oh, we're obviously putting him on stage. All right, everyone, for our first act, put your hands together for Pomni. Yay! Come on, Pomni, you're on. Yay.
Hey, Pomni, you're on. You have to go.
All right. For my first act, I'm going to disappear. Oh, how's he gonna do that? Oh, he's just full of it. He's not gonna actually disappear. How'd they do that? I don't know. It's the worst. I hate it.
That act gets 4 big booms. Boom, 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 boom.
Does anybody have a double chunk chocolate cookie? No? Okay, I'm just gonna sit back down. All right, and we're gonna come back to this theater in a little bit and find out how Pomni did that. In the meantime, we still have a bunch of figures to open. All right, here we go. And the next minifigure we opened is Kane. Let's go. That's actually epic. All right, I'm actually low-key really excited to build Kane, but he comes like completely disassembled, so we really have to build him from the bottom up. We're gonna put down his base plate, and then we're gonna start with the leg. Oh yeah, now we just need to add the belt piece. Cool. All right, now we're gonna add his torso, which is a pink suit. That's really something. And then we add a pink shirt too. And again, just slip on the hands. Who dresses in a pink suit, honestly? This low-key looks like something Gonzo the Great would wear. Anyway, we're gonna add this clear headpiece, and then we're going to add on the eyes. Can you imagine how uncomfortable it would be to have your eyes inside your teeth? I mean, like, that would really not feel good. Like, pretend to poke your eye and then just imagine that with your teeth. And then Kane also comes with, you guessed it, a cane. What an idea. He basically functions like a ringmaster, like Hugh Jackman in The Greatest Showman. And then he also comes with Bubble. Now, this Bubble fella also has a lot of sharp teeth, and I honestly don't know how he's supposed to hold him. Maybe like this? No? Okay. He's pretty cool. Okay. All right, that's a W minifigure. Really detailed, really easy to build, with epic accessories. I think he deserves a 10 out of 10. I think he's our first 10 out of 10 of the day. Or 5 big booms. Boom, boom. Okay, get out. We don't want you here right now. Let's keep going. We'll put him up on the stage. And he can entertain everyone. And what are we gonna do with this Bubble fella? We're gonna have him sell tickets. He's gonna sit here and he's gonna sell tickets to all the local patrons. Even though the boom guy is literally taking up the middle seat right now. All right, next minifigure, and it looks like Kinger. This one should be interesting. Now, in my Inside Out video, a lot of you noticed that the Fear minifigure looked an awful lot like Kinger. And after careful analysis, I kind of agree with you. They do look really similar, and I don't know why. I'm a little afraid, not gonna lie. Anyway, let's assemble him. Ooh, very royal robes. And we're going to put on these clear arms because he doesn't really have arms. And then we just gotta put in some hands. Oh, where's the other hand? Where is it? There it is. All right, and now all we have to do is put on the head. And there's Kinger. He also comes with this sandbag. I wonder what that's about. All right, I guess Kinger can sandbag people on the back of the head. You go, King. Oh, he's actually a really cool minifigure. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. All right, next minifigure. And it looks like the next one we're gonna be building is that Jax? It is Jax. Oh, Jax is awesome. Let's unbox him. Whoa, that's some really tall leg, bro. All right, we gotta snap these suckers together. All right, Jax has got some tall legs going for him, as well as some overalls that match this coral color. I think that's what it's called. All right, now we just gotta pop in some arms. Ooh, that was satisfying. Let's see if we do both of the hands too. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was so satisfying. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. All right, the last satisfying thing that needs to happen is the head. Let's go. And he comes with this special orb. Oh, Jax is looking sick. He comes with front printing, back printing, tall legs, and he's just a pretty cool looking guy. I would not mess with him. Would you? Anyway, let's add him to the circus. So we have this little thing hanging from the rafters, and honestly, I had an idea. What if we had some Jax doing some trapeze up here? I mean, it wouldn't be a circus without trapeze, right? All right, we gotta put Kane back up on the stage, obviously. A trapeze artist, Jax, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some clapping. Boom, boom, boom. All right, while these two bros are chilling, we got some mystery minifigs to open still. All right, the next one we're going to open is Gangle. The funny thing about Gangle is his body is low-key mangled. Or, you know, like all screwed up. All right, let's build. The first thing we gotta do is build the legs, and I have never seen skeleton legs this tall in my whole life. Then I guess we gotta add on the red torso, or skeleton body, whatever you call it. All right, Gangle, we're coming to build you. All right, we have the body, we have this piece, I don't know what it is. I guess we'll find out, but we do have a microphone. So he could do some stand-up comedy maybe. Oh shoot, okay, I think I understand. So he can have a sad face, or alternatively, he also comes with a happy face. That's a little cracked, ooh, poor guy. I still don't know entirely what this piece is supposed to do. Does it like go somewhere? I don't know, does it go on the microphone? Maybe it goes on the microphone. Maybe we use that. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. All right, and for now, he'll be happy. We'll see if that changes later. Now, she's also usually made out of all these like ribbons and everything. I don't know why they chose to make her a skeleton here. I guess it's the closest thing they had to ribbons. Anyway, let's send her on her way to the show. Oh, is that too accurate to the real thing? 7 out of 10. All right, the next minifigure we're opening is Kofumo. I'm like 80% sure that's how you're supposed to pronounce their name. I suck with character names, honestly. All right, let's build. We're gonna do a speed build here. All right, now she also comes with this black piece, and I need to assemble stuff with it. All right, so this is what I was able to come up with. Honestly, I don't know the name of this, so if you do, comment down below. I'm pretty sure it's the head of a character, and we're gonna put it in Kofumo's hand. That sounds pretty good. Kofumo herself actually looks pretty cool. Personal favorite part being a little Happy Meal smile, and the little ruffles around their neck. Every circus obviously needs a clown, so we're gonna put him right there. And the gang is, you know, getting more active around here, doing things, being useful, not being hit by a car. Looking at you, ribbon friend. Anyway, we have 2 minifigures to go before we can find out what happened to Pomni. And it looks like we got Ragatha next. Looks like it's been Ragatha all along. It's been Ragatha all along. Who's been messing up everything? It's been Ragatha all along. All right, so let's just stack on her body. Let's see, will it go smoothly? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it didn't go smoothly. It didn't even go in all the way. What? This is impossible. How could this happen? Oh, there we go. All right, that did not like go super hot. Anyway, hair for Ragatha. Oh, she's indecent. Let's get that covered up. Boom. And she gets starry. This guy with a star for a face and a little moon under his mouth, and that's so cool. And then if you look through his hole, guess who you see? It's Ragatha! That's so cool. Ragatha comes with a bunch of patches and a patched up eyeball with a button and this strawberry shortcake kind of hair with little cat ears coming out the top. And I'm gonna make Ragatha the greeter. May I take your hat, sir? Ha ha ha, you think Louis would give up his heart? Ha ha ha. Louis is going to hit you with his baguette. Louis out. Anyway, while the gang over here recovers, we still have one more minifig to open. I still want to know how Pomni pulled off that magic trick. All right, here we got Zooble. All right, let's get this thing on, Zooble. All right, arm snap did not go as smoothly as I'd hoped, 4 out of 10. Hand snap, is that gonna go well? Let's see, how clean is the hand snap gonna be? Oh, that's pretty clean. Ooh, and we got the menu thing going on. We're gonna leave that over here. And then we got Zuber's head. Oh. Now we've known a lot about Zooble for a while, and she finally became a main character in season 3. So I think it's fitting that we add her to the stage. Oh, and this minifigure gets like a 10 out of 10, by the way. It's a really nice figure. All right, let's add you to the stage. And like that, we have an entire theater filled with amazing digital circus characters. All right, and we got all our characters back here, but we're gonna close the curtains. That way they could prepare for their next act.
Come out faster, say. We want to see the next show.
Yes, I'd very much like to see the next show too, please. I want to rate it on the boom meter.
Hi there, Big Boom Major. I found the single chunk chocolate cookie.
I want the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Okay, suit yourself.
And discreetly, while all the other guys were yapping, all the other amazing digital circus characters started disappearing to go backstage. Where are they? Start the new act. I can't wait any longer. I have to use the bathroom. Guys, where's Pomni? If we're gonna try to escape, we can't leave without him. Gangle, do you have any clues? No. What about you, Kinger? Why would I know anything? I'm just a king. Jax, can you see him from up there? No, I cannot see him from up here. There's a knocking noise. Knock, knock. Did somebody hear that? Guys, down here. It turns out under the stage, Pomni found a secret trap door. Guys, come down here. We can all escape. Pomni, we can't escape without distracting them. All right, Jax, distract them from the ceiling. The rest of them can escape. Okay, whatever you say, boss. And everyone started jumping in. All right, everyone, go, go. I'll go first. All right, looks like it's up to me. Hey, they're back on. Hey, everyone, it's me, Jax. Hi, Jax. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to our show. Now, for our next trick, we got everyone together to do this one. Wow. You guys up there, you're gonna love this. Ready? So, if you're in a high place, you could just jump down and a magic portal will appear under you and you'll never be seen again. Wanna see it? Yes, I want to see it. I want to see that. All right, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, where'd he go? I don't know, where'd he go? I'm gonna try it. No, it's a trick. Don't try it. Are you okay down there? No. This is an official Amazing Digital Circus set that has 12 different characters from the show. And today I'm going to build, blab, and rate all of them. And stay tuned, because there's gonna be a big surprise at the end. Anyways, Lego. Now on the boxes, there is a little number in the corner, and this says number 1. And we're gonna be unboxing all of these in the numbered order, starting with our boy, Gangle. There's like a sad version of him. There's tape on it. All right, there are all the pieces, the stickers, and of course, the little instructions. So let's get building. All right, and here is the head. It's actually a pretty good looking build so far, much better than the last one. Now let's just wrap up the body. All right, and here is Gangle. Now obviously he has a little bit more of a ribbony look, but relative to other builds I've seen of him, this isn't bad. Like this one literally fell apart. It couldn't even hold its own legs. And the head is worse looking, it's just a sticker. I like the eyes and, okay, the head's a little fragile, being held in by one stud, but it looks good. I'm giving him like a 6 out of 10, pretty solid. Let's get into number 2. Oh, also did I mention he came with like a collector edition card? That's really cool. Then, all right, the next build is Jax. Oh man, I'm excited to build him. And while I'm cracking this open, you should hit that subscribe button because we're trying to hit 75,000 subscribers. And if every single person watching this hits it, we're gonna do it. Hey, look, another mystery card. That's so cool. It's all shiny and everything. And here are the pieces again. All right, let's build up his face. All right, and here is Jax's head. He low-key looks like the Nesquik bunny with those cheeks like that. Anyway, I'm gonna polish off the rest of his body. And here's Jax. He's like the exact same height as Gangle over here, almost. Gangle's got a couple bricks on him, but he looks good. He's got this solid face, he's got the bunny ears, and he can like, you know, move around. And best of all, he actually has full posability in his arms, so they could go pretty much anywhere. Yeah, honestly, this one's gonna get a solid 9 out of 10. I love it. It captures the character perfectly. Now let's do number 3. All right, get out of here. Kinger time. All right, and here's Kinger. All right, let's open him up. I actually am looking forward to his mystery card. Ooh, I'm gonna put that on my wall. All right, let's get him built. I'm kind of looking forward to him. The robes look pretty royal, and I really like these eyeball pieces. But it looks like we actually have to like attach them with a sticker, which is interesting. So I'm gonna go build all of this. So let's build. I started cracking, we got at the base, and then we started building up. And then I attached the head and the little king piece. And there he is. All right, now we're gonna get crack-a-lackin' on this sucker. All right, eyeball 1, eyeball 2. Yep, okay, those are all the eyeballs, that's it. You probably need to adjust this more. Boom. There we go. It's Kinger. First off, not as epic as Jax. Like, Jax was just too cool. Like there's no competition here. But Kinger's cool. He's all right. I don't like the stickers on the eyes. They're like peeling off, and I keep trying to put them on, but they don't work. Jax's were printed. He's special. I give him like a 5 out of 10. He's okay. He captures the character basically good enough. Not my favorite. We're gonna get that out of here. Oh shoot, he fell and broke. Oh no. All right, I think the next one is going to be Nooble. I'd rather call him Nooble. Definitely one of the wackiest characters in the entire show. So we're gonna build him up. Oh man, that's a lot of colors. Oh, you wait, we gotta check. Oh, there it is, our collector card. I got a solid deck so far. All right, let's get building. All right, and here is Nooble. He looks good, he's got some cheese on his chest. Not my favorite build in the world, I'm giving him like an 8 out of 10. And anyway, we gotta get into build number 5. And we're gonna grab from here, it's Kofimo. And he looks pretty good on the box, but we gotta crack him open. All right, now let's take a look at him and get him built up. Oh, look, there's our collector card. Okay, and here he is. He actually looks super accurate compared to the real one. Like, legit, this might be the singular best one out of all the characters we've built so far. Except for maybe Gangle. I like the Gangle a lot. There wasn't a lot of stickers. His arms are fully posable, so he could just do T-poses all day. And hey, look, he even spins. I'm actually gonna give him a 10 out of 10. Now the next one we have to build is number 6. I think that's Pomni. Yep, number 6. All right, let's crack it open. Oh. Of course, we get our fun trading card, and now it's build time again. All right, and here's Pomni. He also doesn't look terrible. Like these two actually look pretty good. They look like the actual characters, which is important. Obviously, these two were like the main characters in episode 3, so it's cool to have them both here. I'm gonna give Pomni an 8 out of 10, and let's get into our next build. All right, this next one is Luli Lalu. Not one of my favorite characters, but let's get building it. Let's crack her open. Yes, let's go. These are like my 2 favorite cards so far. All right, here she is. She's a 4 out of 10. I really don't care for her. I do care, however, for Kane. And this one should be pretty interesting. All right, here's our boy Kane. And he looks awesome. I like him. 10 out of 10. All right, now here are all the characters we have built, and we still have these 4. Now, I'm not gonna build these until this video hits 1,000 likes, so if you could hit that like button and it gets to 1,000 likes, we'll do another one where I actually build these guys. But I'd say the best one out of all of these probably has to be our boy Gangle. He's pretty epic. Oh, and the big exciting surprise is in the next video, I'm gonna build a Jax. This is a big old Jax. It's really cool, so you gotta make sure to subscribe so that way you can see me build it. Now, next I'm gonna be opening this mystery box with all these different characters and figures from Amazing Digital Circus. So let's get into it. Now let's pick all these up and start with my favorite character, Kinger. He and Pomni were the main characters in the 3rd episode, and we're gonna start building him. So I started by clipping in these slope pieces, then added a stud hopper, which we're gonna use a little later. Then we started stacking up and added little arms. And now we have a fully intact torso. Now we just gotta detail him out with these little gloves, as well as his royal robes. And now I just gotta add his eyes in. Click, click. All right, he's looking pretty royal. And compared to the real one, he actually looks not terrible. Now the next box we're going to do is this Pomni figure. It looks like he comes in this little set, so we're gonna crack it open. Looks like we got this little theater sticker. That's gonna be interesting to incorporate. Anyway, here are the pieces, and there's the box. You know, I don't even think we need this box. Let's get rid of it. And there's the Pomni minifigure. He's in this whole pile of pieces. We just need to add his arms and of course his hat. We got the hat on, and the arms are not the easiest to do. But my least favorite thing to do on these figures by far is the hand. Bro, get on there. All right, we're just gonna pop that up. Boom, there he is, he's done. All right, now we gotta build the stage, and I started by building up these curtain pieces. Added a little area for the character to stand, and now we gotta figure out what to do with this curtain. So I peeled the sticker off of the paper, and we're just gonna try to line it up. That's not gonna do it. Let's try now. Oh, I think we got it. All right, now we have all these pieces, and we just gotta attach some clips, and we're gonna fasten it to the actual stage. Clip it in, there we go. All right, we rounded it off. And now we're gonna put the Pomni in here. That's annoying. He barely fits. Oh, these legs are terrible. All right, well, Pomni came with this little stage, and you know, he doesn't look too bad on it. I think he wants to have it for himself. No, Kinger, you can't come on the stage. No, I said you can't come on. Pomni, why you look like that? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lift up the curtain and send him off the stage, you know, so he doesn't have to worry about presenting in front of people. Oh, Kane just got here. Kane, what are you doing? Wait, what do you mean they have to subscribe or this channel is getting deleted? They have to do it right now? Yeah, yes, do it right now. Grab your remote, whatever you're using, and click the red subscribe button. You gotta do it right now. Nope, they're doing it. They're smart. Thank you, guys. All right, this channel is gonna get saved because people like you. Anyway, let's get into the next character, Jax. Now, the Jax box art's a little different, and it looks pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna crunch down on this, and we're gonna crack it open. Looks like he comes with some stickers, and then we also got all of the pieces. All right, let's crack him open, and we're gonna start building out his torso. Obviously, he has a lot of purple pieces, and we have the sticker for his overalls and his face. Now we just gotta build up his legs. There's 1, there's 2, and there's his feet. All right, now we just gotta work on the arm. Right arm is done, and now the left arm is done. And here he is. He actually looks pretty good. Bro's got like legs for days. Also, he's got a head. The legs can bend, which is nice. And the best thing is, you could use him to kick your friend's grandma. Now he's gonna moonwalk. Nope, just kidding. He lost his legs, bruh. And he's coming to stare at you. Anyway, I took off his head and I put it back on the correct way. And he has this really weird neck. And compared to Kinger, this guy's huge. Look at him. What a big boy. All right, we got 5 to go. And the next one I want to build is Gangle. This is probably one of the ones from this box I'm most excited about. And these things aren't held together by tape. It's just like duct tape and dreams. Yes, Gangle time. I don't think he comes with both faces here though. All right, so we start with these 2 pieces and we're going to want to actually connect them. All right, now I gotta finish this friggin' lottery machine. All right, so the next thing I wanna do is actually build the face of Gangle. He's a weird character to build because he's like a ribbony looking thing, but now I gotta build Gangle's body. So and you could also use these eyes to make him happy or sad. So let's continue building. All right, let's attach a head. Whoa, that's weird. Whoa, this feels weird. All right, we're gonna attach the eyes. And the head fell off. There we go. All right, now we're just gonna do this. And the body fell off this time. And we got the mouth. All right, now we're just gonna make him smile. All right, Gangle's cheesing. He's in a good mood. I'm gonna give him another little arm. He's definitely hitting the slot machines. Oh yeah, this is goofy looking. Oh, apparently I was supposed to add a bar here. Interesting. All right, now we're just gonna attach these little hands, and I think they're facing the right way. Nope, they have to face the other way because the knees, you know, face forward, even though he doesn't really have knees. Oh shoot, he's gonna be tall. All right, we're gonna attach this leg, and we're gonna attach this leg, and now we just gotta attach the feet. Ugh. And everything fell apart. No, no. Oh my gosh, he's so tall. It's so goofy looking. For reference, like, this is a minifigure. What? Why did they make him so tall? Oh my gosh, and he like barely works. He's so thin. I mean, he's like not the shortest character, obviously, but bro, does he need to be this big? Now, I guess now I just gotta attach the rest of the arms, which we can do with these. Clip, clip. Oh my goodness. Yo, I love this. I love him. He's my favorite. I think Jax might be a little bit shorter than him, actually. No, Jax is still taller. Wow, okay. Now these guys can be bros. Oh, Jax is hopping. Well, I guess he is a bunny. We should give him a handshake. This is what they do when they win the slots. We bring the boom! All right, let's get into the next one. All right, next is going to be Kane. And this one's a little interesting. I have no idea what this says. I don't know why it's like this. Why couldn't they just do it in English? But let's see how this Kane minifigure actually looks. There are no stickers in this one, which is interesting, like the other ones. And the build in this one should be interesting too. All right, and here he is. He looks kind of like Kane. He has the mouth with the eyes in it, obviously. And we're gonna attach his arms. Did Kane have arms? Yeah, he did. Who didn't have arms? All right, now we just gotta add Kane's hands. Oh, I do not like these hands. All right. And there's Kane. Now, honestly, this Kane compared to this one, it's not even close. This one's way better. It has this exclusively molded piece with a custom hat that actually is proportional. And of course, the prints are much better. This is like Kane from the dollar store. More like Raising Canes versus Citizen Kane. Isn't it funny how they both like carry a cane though? Is that on purpose? I don't know. Tell me down below if that was on purpose. Anyway, let's build this weird little contraption. All right, I'm kind of lost about this build. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to become some kind of slide. It's not a very good one because the pieces are all really loosely held together and it's falling apart. Yeah, no, like this isn't, I don't even know what's happening. I think there's some cool stuff you could do with Kane. No, apparently not. No, you just can't do anything cool with this, honestly. Like, what? This is so dumb, I hate it. This whole build, yeah, no, yep. Gone. I don't want to see it again. You can stay. All right, we got 3 more to go, and I'm gonna build Kafumo the Clown. This build looks a little better. I'm more excited to build the goofy looking version of him as a Lego character. All right, and what? Bro, what happened to his eyes? That is so cursed. Bro, what you doing? The box, it does not look like that. That is so goofy. That's the dumbest thing I've maybe ever seen in my whole time, like building Legos. And mind you, I've seen a lot of dumb things. All right, hat. And then we're gonna top it off with this sucker. What? They couldn't just like get a stud or like a special hat? Oh my gosh. It doesn't even like, yeah, it doesn't even like go in all the way. Oh wow, okay. Interesting. You see, I actually have a normal version of the character. This is what he's supposed to look like. But this one doesn't even have the ruffles around his neck. Bruh, you look ugly. This is like you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Honestly, not gonna lie, these minifigures so far have not been it. All right, we're gonna get these guys out of the way and build this weird clown house. All right, and here's the clown college. I don't know what to call this, but we can put goofy little clown man and try to shove him in the hole. And now he looks like Winnie the Pooh when he tries to get into his house. I actually wonder, could I fit him through here? All right, we got his hands lined up. Ready, we're gonna see if we can fit him through. Oh, we did it. All right, next up is Ragatha. Let's build. All right, Ragatha, you're looking like a rag. Ruh-roh, Raggy. She got like the Wendy's fast food restaurant hair. I'm so tired of putting these freaking hands in. I'm glad official Lego sets actually do it for you. Maybe this is why. There we go. All right, we're gonna get your hair back on. Oh, I just realized I destroyed that set and I need it to build her build. All right, after fishing that out of this floor, we're gonna try building this. So I started building, and they're basically like 3 of these really weirdly colored blocks that are multicolored. And I guess you could stand on these, I don't know. Let's finish building them first. All right, it's done. I guess like we could have like a winner stand. This is actually how I'm gonna rank all the like minifigures. So Pomni gets first, so she gets to be on top. I think she could get second, King could get third. And this all could get thrown off by Mr. Clownhead here. Yeah, no, again, with the builds, like what? It does make kind of a fun balancing game. You could like, no, okay, no it doesn't. All right, so I'm just gonna use this as like a little area to store him. He could rock it around. Nope, okay, you know what? Just a terrible build, but you know what? You two, gone. All right, we're getting this out of here because we got Zooble, who's our 8th one. And maybe Zooble will come in clutch because these other ones have been low-key lame. That actually worked really smoothly. You know, I'm just gonna speed build through him. He's gonna be a terrible build. I hate it already. Look at it. All right, get out of here. Let's build it. All right, this thing's getting pretty colorful. I won't lie. All right, now we're gonna give him a like belly or something. Sweet, okay, and this is on the wrong side, so I'm gonna need to move that. Okay, we're putting it here now. There we go. Very unstable neck you got there. Ooh, I actually like this eyeball. This is like my favorite part of this whole build. Maybe this entire video. And then we have the other eye, I think, of Nooble. All right, so there's 2 eyes. Now we gotta like do arms and legs and all the other things. All right, we got red arm number 1. We got red arm number 2. Oh shoot, now we're getting things mixed up again. Gonna continue the red arms with the multicolored things that have been at a and the other arm, and then we gotta do a leg and then attach this leg here, and now it's a multicolored, and then we have a normal solid colored purple leg, and then we gotta get the solid purple foot on the solid purple foot onto the purple leg, and then the orange foot on the orange leg. Oh my gosh, get in the program. Bruh. I hate this so much. All right, I think this head's gonna be it. All right, let's see, did I match the box? Yes, we did it.